Oh, Francesca Ramsey, what a mistake you did when you unblocked me, insulted me in a bunch of tweets, and then reblocked me. So if you didn't watch my last video, I'll link it down there. It'll be the first link down there below where you could check out where Francesca Ramsey and I got into a huge fight on Twitter because she unblocked me and then did a bunch of insults and then reblocked me. Now, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, because then after she reblocked me, she went onto everyone, check right now if you're following me on Twitter. She blocked everyone who follows me on Twitter. That's right, this girl sat at her desk going fucking and scrolling and blocking everyone. And then after yesterday's video, I challenged her to a debate because, you know, if you're gonna unblock me and insult me about my viewpoints, at least debate about it. Have some balls, Francesca. Someone print screened this Twitter message saying how she doesn't want to debate anyone on YouTube. You clearly say that you're allowing criticism, yet you block everyone. Not even, okay, if you're gonna block me, I understand. I'm a mean fucking dude. But you're gonna block people who are just following me? Oh, you are pathetic. So in light of this entire big argument, this huge fight, Francesca Ramsey and I guess MTV News, some producer went, fuck, this Andy Worski is taking it a little bit too far, and now there's a huge war. So what do? They end up making a decoded episode that's pretty much a Dear Andy Worski video. I guess some of the producers went, fuck, this guy is doing well and he's really debunking, so we have to make an episode to clear the air. Let's watch this episode, shall we? Oh, I never thought the day would come.
Finally, we're going to answer the question you've all been asking. Why does Decoded hate white people?
Oh, shit. Yes, I have finally forced them to make an episode about why does Decoded hate white people. I did this. Again, it wasn't just only me. It's everyone who makes videos about her. But the thing that sparked this video was her and I's argument on Twitter. So why does Decoded hate white people? Ooh, I can't wait to hear the answer.
Well, we don't.
Then why are all your fucking episodes fuck white people? Again, you don't say fuck white people, but all your videos are, oh, well, white people are racist. White people do this. Black people are beneath white people, and we have to stop white people because shut the fuck up, Franny. More black people like me than they like you. And to the people who commented yesterday saying like, oh, Andy Worski says he has black friends. Something a racist would say. No, something a racist would say would be, I hate black people. That's what when did this blurred line go from I hate black people to I like black people, and it's still racist? What do I have to do? Do I have to suck a bunch of black dicks to prove I'm not racist? For fuck's sakes. You know, the other day I tripped down the stairs. I just fell. I'm a fucking idiot and I hurt myself pretty badly. And that was a better moment than watching this fucking intro.
There's overwhelming evidence that implicit racial bias is real, and institutional racism is still rampant in America and abroad today.
Does she show any examples of her institutionalized racism? No, because it's illegal. There's actual things that say if you have racial bias, that's illegal. Where are your examples, Franny?
Whoa, okay, talking about oppression doesn't mean I hate white people.
No, but saying that white people are evil and they're racist and everything and the whole system is just white, and fuck every other minority, that is why people are pissed off.
The problem is it's hard to get mad at systems and institutions instead of taking these conversations personally.
Yeah, it's actually even harder when there's no evidence of it. When there's no evidence, it's very hard to take it seriously.
When I criticize the school-to-prison pipeline, lack of police training, workplace discrimination, or our court system, some people don't want to hear it or think about it.
Kind of like when I talk about how Black Lives Matter burns down their own cities and defends criminals, people are going, la, la, la. And I have evidence of that shit, by the way. I've shown stats, but they don't want to see stats. They just block me. Or when I talk about extreme feminism and how insane they are, or when they invent 56 genders and we have to accept it like it's normal, people go, nah, no, there's no. It's the same fucking shit. The only difference is, oh my God, there's a fucking giant centipede in here. Where did you go, you bitch? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that thing. That was disgusting. Anyway, the difference is I show stats and data, therefore more people agree with me overall because I show what I'm saying. You don't. You just cry of institutional racism. Where?
Let's use preschool, for example. In a study done by the Department of Education, Black children make up 18% of the preschool population, but represent almost half of all out-of-school suspensions.
So she did link 2 articles in her description box about what she just said. And I went through both articles, read the entire thing, and neither article explains what the children did to earn their suspension. It's pretty much just saying the numbers she just said. So you're assuming that white people are doing the exact same thing that black people are doing and getting a lesser sentence. However, you don't take into account that maybe there is an issue that needs to be resolved. And no, the issue is not teachers go, oh, fucking Tommy threw a crayon. Put him in the fucking corner. Oh, Jamal threw a crayon. Let's expel him. Your examples in your description box are bullshit. Everyone go read it. It's nothing. It's a nothing article.
Basically, while a misbehaving white toddler might get time out, a black toddler is more likely to get sent home and have disciplinary action on their record. What does that say to you? For journalists who investigate these kinds of stats, they reach the conclusion that these suspensions are tied to teacher bias. In other words, teachers are more likely to see black children as threats to their classroom rather than just kids being kids.
Again, I read the article with a journalist who had a bias towards social justice warriors in favor of them, was making these claims that you are. Yet this person who wrote the article showed no evidence. They just said, well, black people are being suspended more. Racism! And you're just using this example as institutionalized racism. No evidence and yeah, racism. Franny, shut up. Just shut up. You're a dummy.
And always remember, all toddlers are monsters.
Don't put in jokes. You just ruined, Don't say jokes. You're not funny.
This is a huge problem. Does it mean that all of these preschool teachers are racist? Not explicitly so, but they have bias, just like all of us.
So they're not racist, but they're biased towards white people, which would be racist. Huh. Also, do you have stats on what the teacher's race is? No? You don't? Good. Let's move on.
So let's check in with your feelings. Are you A, mad at the Department of Education for not training teachers better? B, mad at your state congressional representatives for not pushing for bigger education budgets? Or C, mad at me for talking about this because it's easier to direct your anger towards someone making you feel guilty instead of being angry at the complicated as world of institutional racism?
No, I'll choose D. You're making shit up, Franny. You're making shit up. I'm mad at you that you're a liar, that you exaggerate. You're an incredible racist towards white people and racist towards black people by just assuming that black people are inherently below white people in our society. If a black person's doing awesome, which a lot of them are, let's talk about what made them get those steps to be out of this racism institution. Why is the president black? That's the most uninstitutional racism thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The next time you have the urge to say, Francesca hates white people, please autocorrect to, Francesca hates the historical roots of oppression that have led to today's societal conditions which allow institutions with white leadership to systemically discriminate against people of color.
Kind of like when someone's like, Andy Worski's racist. What they should be saying is, Andy Worski is showing statistics, data, and showing actual examples of why these people are discussing things that are complete bullshit and just talking out of their fucking ass.
It's clear that people who get mad about discussions of racism aren't actually listening to the criticisms. They aren't hearing the facts and stats. They aren't even directly disagreeing with research.
Facts and stats! Holy shit! The fact that you use the words facts and stats. Oh my god, I'm cringing. Did you just say facts and stats? Did you just say that? Yo, shut your mouth.
Instead, they're disagreeing with the sentiment, things are bad for people of color and we need change. Why? Well, Dr. Robin DiAngelo, a white critical racial and social justice scholar, has described the discomfort some white people have towards talking about racism as white fragility.
Yeah, and how about black fragility? You're talking about white, like I'm fragile. I'm trying to open up a discussion, yet you're blocking me out, and then you're blocking all my fans out who are following me on Twitter without them even messaging you. That's fragility, when you're so self-conscious of yourself and your belief systems that you shut everything out. You're an echo chamber, Francesca, but it's not really working, is it? The fucking MTV producers are probably shitting themselves right now. Like, please, Francesca, stop talking to this Andy Worski guy.
Since white people often grow up in environments where discussing race is seen as taboo, some react defensively when the topic of racism comes up. Dr. DiAngelo says this manifests itself as outward displays of emotions, such as anger, fear, and guilt, and behaviors such as argumentation, silence, and leaving the stress-inducing situation. I'd also add aggressively clogging someone's @replies on Twitter to that list, but that's neither here nor there.
And that was a shot at me. Thanks, Francesca. How about this? If you didn't want your @replies clogged, you shouldn't have unblocked me, insulted me in three or four tweets, and then blocked me. Because you know I'm going to retweet, you know I'm going to quote tweet, and you know I'm going to talk about it. You opened the fucking door. It was you. And you also unblocked me and insulted me, and a bunch of your little SJW fans came on my channel or on my Twitter, and they were fucking messaging me shit. So you started it. You were trying to clog my @replies, but I am so much better than you that you had to block everyone because you can't handle it. You can't. I didn't block any of your fucking followers. Any of them. Even the ones who insulted me. Anyway, everything else she talks about is bullshit. And I know Sargon of Akkad made a video about this. You can watch. He debunks it and explains it even more thoroughly. But my anger towards Franny is really starting to rise. The fact that she's calling me sensitive and white fragility when you're the fucking you're the spokesperson for fragility. Come on, put your shoulders up. Come on, learn how to debate. And you always talk about, oh, Andy's always debunking people. Yeah, that's my fucking channel. And you're always talking about white racism. And I clearly destroy you in all the points. Everyone does. Some black guy, you know that channel Some Black Guy? His name is not Some Black Guy. I'm not just referring to a black guy as Some Black Guy. He made a video on you the other day. It's not about race. Everyone thinks you're dumb. God damn it, Franny. So next time you want to open up this can of worms, just know I'm ready. Camera's here. Other room, not my bedroom. I just have to walk into the other room and I can reply. So when you open up this can of worms, you're gonna get worms all over you. That was a terrible metaphor. I should have been shot when I said that. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for support. I love you all, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.